Yet another solar panel company has filed for bankruptcy despite taking in $205 million in subsidies and loan guarantees. SolarWorld has operations in both Germany and the United States and was once Europe's largest producer. The company claims that they basically got swallowed up because the Chinese are making the panels way cheaper. Actually, that business had ongoing lawsuits for not fulfilling contracts and for suing the Chinese government for what they called price dumping. The business that employs 3,000 people, with 800 of those employees located in Oregon, already had to lay employees off last year. Another company, Suniva, filed for bankruptcy, also under the reasoning that they can't compete with the Chinese. Now, keep in mind that the Obama administration raised tariffs up to 35% on some of these Chinese companies. And now some of these struggling green energy businesses are asking President Trump to increase already hefty tariffs on Chinese manufacturers to keep them from competing in the United States. If you remember from the election, Trump wanted to impose a 45% tariff on all Chinese goods entering the U.S. This is just a bad policy because it goes against free trade and it's a protectionist measure that helps U.S. businesses only, prevents consumers from getting cheap goods, and restricts consumer choice. Now, exports from China exceed imports from the U.S. 3-to-1, so this is a significant trade relationship. Actually, China is the United States' top trade partner, and if Trump slaps a 45% tariff on them, they'll retaliate with their own tariff. That will cost the United States economy and kneecap businesses that are dependent on Chinese imports. This article in the Daily Wire outlines a good case example. In 2009, tariffs on Chinese tires were increased, which brought $48 million in worker income and purchasing power back to the States, but it cost the economy over $1 billion to buy more expensive tires and another $1 billion in poultry tariffs brought in to punish the States for the initial increases. But the bigger story here is that even with massive subsidies and protectionist measures like increasing taxes on incoming goods, this couldn't even save these solar companies. If these businesses need these kinds of measures in place, it means that they're not able to compete, and it means that they're all going to go bankrupt. This is happening in Germany too, where the solar industry is heavily subsidized, which allowed the industry to rapidly expand. Take the subsidies away and they just can't compete anymore. So the common problem here is that these companies just can't compete with China. So why not find a way to be a contender instead of suing people, asking for taxpayer money, and protectionist measures? Subsidies and protectionist measures come at a cost to taxpayers and the economy, and the public shouldn't have to pay to run a business. If you need taxpayer subsidies and government protection to run a business, you probably shouldn't be in business at all. For the Rebel.media, I'm Holly Nicholas. Thanks so much for watching. If you liked that video, you might want to check out our premium content. For just $8 a month, you still get to watch all of our free content plus our full-length shows.